Did he try to expose the imposter by attacking others, only to be deemed an imposter himself and destroyed outright? In other words, what you want to hide is the rules that govern actions in the room, while the room itself still exists. Looks like I was right. You bastard, you actually dared to hurt me. Once you get out, just wait and see how I teach you a lesson. How did you figure that out? It's simple. Everything I just told you was normal, as it should be, and naturally made you suspect something. Besides, his hint was just too obvious, so it was hard not to think along those lines. No choice. I'm not a professional actor. Auntie, I'm going to kill you this time. Eat this. What do you mean? Why hide this information? They just wanted to verify whether this rule was real. Of course, we do too. And for us savages, even if there's one more backup plan than you have, we might still be able to save our lives at a critical moment. At a time like this, shouldn't we be helping each other? How do we help each other? When we come to this cruel place, what can we do? The only thing we can do is try every possible way to escape. Who knows whether we can ultimately escape or not? Has anyone said for sure that we can get out? As long as we can complete these challenges, won't that do? Has anyone told you that once we finish, we can leave? Maybe the people behind the scenes are just treating us like bugs in a glass box. Watching us struggle desperately to survive, and then finally cruelly crushing us to death. This laboratory may well be a prison that you can never escape from. No matter how hard the bugs struggle, all they do is escape from one cage into another. Death may not necessarily mean liberation. Yes, the one who deserves to die is the one trouble has brought us in to catch, isn't it? Little Wild King will never let him go. In fact, even after the curtain came down, he still had no idea who the true mastermind behind us was. No matter what you think, I'm definitely going home. This damn place can never hold me. That's right, we absolutely can't sit here and wait to be spared. We may not be able to get out, and then use this hidden black hand after the curtain falls to punish them by law. With your abilities, you might actually be able to get out. The rules in the room still exist after coming to this big room, and the only rule that doesn't exist is whether the fake person has already been eliminated. That's right, even if we find the fake person now, nothing will be eliminated. They still exist. How did you figure that out? It's very simple. Even if the rules still exist, normal people wouldn't just sit here and wait to be spared. They'd definitely investigate the fake person. Even when we came out, you had already found several suspicious fake people, and that was correct. But now you are doing absolutely nothing. The only explanation is that finding the fake person is useless. They still exist. So, since you found who the fake person is, even if it can't be eliminated, you should still be on guard for this, right? What, asking your boss again? Since that's the case, why not let your boss come and talk to me? You can even figure that out. Seriously, not bad. This is the first time I've met someone this smart. Let me introduce myself. My name is Chen Minghao. And who are you? I was the first one to walk out of the room, and also the first to discover this rule. Of course, I was also the first to bring everyone together and form a shared group. Therefore, now we have the full ability to concentrate all our strength in one place, and we also have the ability to target and crowd out others. Crowd out others. Of course, if you want to get out, then you should unite as one. As for those who want to destroy us, the ones who unite are the ones destroying everyone's hope of escaping. Shouldn't this kind of person be targeted and squeezed out? For example, people who are not one of us. Are you threatening us? This isn't even a threat. I'm sincerely inviting you to join us, to work together and escape from this place. What's wrong with that? Besides, we'll share intelligence with you, such as who the imposters are. Chen Minghao is nothing but a shameless little nobody. For his own selfish desires, he'll slap the label of imposter on anyone who refuses to obey him. I think, with your brains, you should already know who the imposter is. So, what do you say? Are you going to join us? Don't you suspect that one of us is the imposter? I believe Chen Minhao's words. With someone as smart as you, there should be no imposters in your team. I'll think about it. Caution is a good habit. I'll give you some time to think. Besides, there are still 3 rooms whose doors haven't been opened. You can use this time to think it over. I'll be very patient, but I should remind you that being overly cautious is an even worse habit than being careless. Linghua, what do you think we should do? Should we join them? From what I can tell, when they run into trouble later, they probably won't help us. No need to rush. Let's wait and see. I'm warning you, don't lay a hand on my people. Don't wait for your teammate. They won't be able to come out. I've made myself clear. Are you coming out? The door is about to open. Linghua, do you understand now? I think you should know how I'm going to decide. It looks like you are going to be the lone wolf. Still, even if you refuse me, this round still isn't one you can dodge. The third person came out, using the third person as the fake one. This is the first time I've encountered this situation. Looks like this room has reached its last 10 minutes. Because the delay has been too long, the whole army has been wiped out. Go take a look. For one person's life, to risk 3 people's lives, isn't that a little too stupid? Really, when the last 10 minutes are almost over, would it be fine to just casually throw out one person? Not a single person came out of that room. What's wrong? I'm watching the expressions on the other people. The other people's expressions. What do you mean? It's simple. In general, when the 3 people who come out of a room are faced with a situation like this, if they can identify the 3 fake ones on their own, then they'll be shocked. But if, by the time of the last person, there's no time left and they can only casually throw out one person to save their life, then they'll show the same kind of emotion as him. Oh, so that means, by doing it this way, we can roughly tell which rooms had their final turn and randomly threw out a person. And the people in this room are very likely to have produced a fake one. You could say that, but this is only a guess. The fake one may be among this person, or it may be one of the first 2 people who appeared. Therefore, the game that follows will become quite complicated. If that's the case, the person on site who knows the most imposters should be Chen Minhao. Does Chen Minhao definitely know all the imposters? We should trust ourselves instead of him. Sai, you tell me, Ling Wang. Now that all the visits are open, it looks like the next game is about to begin. Why is there only one person coming out this time? The red light hasn't even appeared, and yet they're out this quickly. Why hasn't anyone else in the room come out yet? Could it be they're too scared to? Right, because they're worried they are imposters, and since they can't tell who the imposters are, they want to find a way to take everyone else down with them. And at this point, the one thing he can be sure of is that he himself must be the real one. I never thought someone would actually do something like this. This is just, congratulations on getting through the 2nd level, and next is the 3rd level. What nonsense. Who's going to get through this level because of you? If you've got the guts, don't unleash a scrap heap robot. You come over here yourself and see whether Little Night King gets angry or not. To put it bluntly, the only thing you can do next is get through the third level I've set for you. Otherwise, you'll only be stuck here, endlessly living. We have no idea how many more levels are waiting for us ahead. If there's a fourth level after the third, and a fifth after the fourth, then we might as well just wait here to be eliminated. I can tell you this, as long as you can get through this third level, you can leave this place. So, if we get through the third level, can we go home? You can choose whether to join or not. Those who want to keep accepting the challenge, come with me. Want to go? Let's go, get through the third level, and maybe there's still a chance of survival. There isn't a drop of water or any food in this room. If we stay here, we'll starve to death sooner or later. I mean, I don't want to be starving in here. There are 9 rooms in this place, arranged in a 3x3 grid. In each room, there will be puzzle pieces corresponding to the number of you. Each time you scan your face, you can get 1 puzzle piece. Once you have collected 9 puzzle pieces, you can combine them into a key. The person who has this key will ultimately be able to get out of here. Getting the key isn't difficult. At the start, there won't be any danger at all. This isn't hard either. But on the table in each room, there will be a button. Press this button, and then after everyone in the room leaves, the room will change. And there may be trouble, or there may be a deadly trap. Of course, as long as you don't press the button, there won't be any changes. Those are the entire rules of the game. This game doesn't seem that complicated. According to the machine's description, all you need to do is walk into each room and use facial recognition to get the corresponding puzzle piece. Then the problem lies with the button in the room. Can we take a look at the rooms first? After the game starts, you can take a look. Then can everyone act together? A room can hold at most 6 people. Does the door stay open all the time? No, after you enter the room and close the door. You can use the facial recognition system to get the puzzle piece. You still have 3 minutes. After those 3 minutes, the game will officially begin. During these 3 minutes, we need to work out a plan. The rules of the game are very simple. In fact, this level is extremely easy to get through. As long as none of us press that button, all of us can safely get all the jigsaw pieces and leave this damned ghost place. But are there imposters in this place? What I originally thought was that we would all go from room to room one by one and keep an eye on the imposters. That way, we could pass the level smoothly. But now it looks like that won't work. So the best thing for us to do now is to have everyone act separately according to the team arrangements from the previous room. The real people in each room keep an eye on the imposters in your room and make sure they don't secretly press the button. If we keep watch well enough, we should be able to pass easily. We can only do it this way. Let's go. The challenge begins. Come help me. The screen says that 2 people need to place their palms on the screen at the same time in order to successfully scan their faces. 2 people at the same time. Look. I didn't expect there to be such a hidden rule. What about rooms where there's only 1 person? What's shown above are the other people. In other words, if there's only 1 person, then they probably don't need help from anyone else. Geez, are you done? Let's get started. Scan successful. That was easy. Looks like this third round is pretty simple after all. Come on, come on, come on. I'll let you take over. The third round won't be this easy. Really, but this is indeed very simple. As long as everyone in our rooms keeps an eye on the imposters and doesn't let them press the button. Then couldn't we just get through easily and leave? You say, if you decide someone is a fake, would you let them get the shard? Of course not. Who would let a fake pass the level? Exactly, especially when you decide he's a fake, so almost everyone would never let someone deemed a fake do a face scan or piece together the puzzle. So then, what does that have to do with anything? But if, let me say if the person judged to be a fake is actually a real person. If you don't help him do the face scan or piece together the puzzle, what does that mean? And what would he do then? Why would a face scan need help from other people? Actually, this was never a game about finding the fake. Why don't you come help me do the face scan? You are the fake one. Why should I help you do the face scan? I said I'm not the fake one. I'm the real one. All fakes say they're the real one. If you don't believe me, just ask me some questions now. I'm sure I can answer them. So what if you can answer them? Your fakes really do have solid logic. I'm begging you, I'm the real one. Help me collect the puzzle shards, and once I get out I can prove it to you. I'm definitely the real one. You still want to come out with us? I think you are trying to make all of us fail the level. No need to say more. We will absolutely not let you pass. You're fake. You're dead to me. Go to the next room. Don't waste words with him. We've already gotten the puzzle shards anyway. We don't need to deal with him. You all. Fine. If you won't make things easy for me, I won't make things easy for you either. You want to get out, right? Then just wait. No, he has a button. Quick, stop him. What's going on? What's going to happen? It seems like nothing happened at all. Right, I remember now. Only after we left did changes start happening in this room. If you press the button, it will only make you enter this room again, and the puzzle will become even harder. You think you've hurt us, but in fact, you've hurt yourself. HMPH, don't think you can get away with hurting us. You'd better think carefully. After we left, the people who came in later found that someone had broken the rules and pressed the button. Won't you get angry? After the first piece of the Minotaur plaque is pushed over, all the rooms will become dangerous rooms. You still think you have nothing to do with it. Now we've got them all. Sigh, forget the provincial director. Which door should we take? The middle one. Sigh, what does that mean? Does this road not lead through? It shouldn't be that it can't be passed. The mastermind behind the scenes wants to create an environment where everyone is in danger and constantly retaliating against one another. That definitely won't let all of us meet face to face. Once we run into each other, we can clear up the misunderstanding through communication. It should be that when the door to one room is opened, the doors to the other rooms all close. That way, we won't be able to meet each other until we clear the level. Damn, what a jerk. If I find him, I'm definitely going to make him pay dearly. But if we have a total of 9 rooms, that means 9 teams. If the 9 teams are each in different rooms, wouldn't all the room doors be locked? Then we'd just be trapped inside each room. But one room can hold at most 6 people. If 2 teams act together, wouldn't that solve it? And even if each team is assigned to a different room. This is also something the mastermind would be happy to see, isn't it? There must be something we've overlooked. There should be a final explanation for everything. It's just that I don't have enough information right now to figure it out. The door is already open. If we are wrong about this room, then it must be the right-hand team's room we entered before. They identified the other person as an imposter. Looking at it this way, the situation I inferred earlier could very well happen. Come on, let's go in and take a look. Hey, what were you just thinking about? I haven't figured out that strange temporary token yet. What do we do? I forgot the password. What do we do? I forgot the password. What do we do? I forgot the password. What the hell is this? Come on, let's go take a look. What do we do? I forgot the password. What do we do? I forgot the password. A robot. There are robots in this place, too. This is different from that room we were just in, right? Did someone press a button? It must be trying to hurt us. It's probably the group of people on our right just now, right? Once we get out, I'll clean them up. Hey, robot, how are we supposed to get out? Do you want to take the puzzle pieces? Nonsense, otherwise, what are we here for? Do you want to take the puzzle pieces? Hey, stop pretending, are you in or not? I'll clean you up. Do you want to take the puzzle pieces? Hey, miss, I'll show you some color right now. Forget it, he's just a robot. That's right, it's just a simple AI robot. Even if we take it apart, it still won't answer that question. Besides, I'm afraid we won't be able to get out. We need to take the puzzle pieces. But the device used to verify your faces is already locked, and there's a key on the table. Wow, where would we get a key? Could the number plate be the key? Each number plate on both sides of the sign has a different number. One side represents yin and the other represents yang. There are 20 number plates here in total. You just need to put the number plates into that hole one by one. As long as we finally make the numbers of yin and yang on the left and right sides equal, we can unlock this lock. Then you can use the electronic screen to scan your own face and get the jigsaw puzzle pieces. That sounds simple enough, but which one is yin and which one is yang? Which number represents yin and which number represents yang? I've already forgotten. All I know is that the numbers on these 20 plaques here are 10 yin and 10 yang. How could we possibly split it into two sets of plaques with equal numbers of yin and yang twice? You can just mess around and study it for a while first. I remember that the numbers on these plaques can directly help you restore the original state. But you only get one chance to unlock it. If you fail, the next attempt to unlock it will have to wait another month. What? Another month? There's nothing to eat or drink here. Do you want us to starve to death in here? Hey. Forget a month, 7 days without water, and we'd die of thirst. Come on, tell us. Are you messing with us? You must know the password, and you're deliberately not telling us. Just tell me to restore it, and after I mess it up, just tell me to restore it. After I mess it up, just tell me to restore it. After I mess it up, just tell me to restore it. This is artificial intelligence. No wonder the robot outside told us that the room could be dangerous and that failing would be too costly for us to bear. The guy behind the scenes is such a jerk. What do you want to do? Just give the unlock a try. What if we make a mistake? Isn't this all about timing and timing? If we are a little luckier, we can just unlock it directly. What if we are not lucky? If we are unlucky, I'll go out and knock on the big robot's head, then we'll think of some other way to get out of here. We should study it carefully first, really. When you first started, were you also trapped in a room and had to crack a password before you could open the door? Yeah, that's probably how it is. So how did you crack the password? Right, I'm not much of a thinker, but, little grandpa, can't I just be lucky? The password came out on the third try. Could there be some kind of marking on top? Could the odd numbers represent tones and the even numbers represent teeth? That probably isn't it. If it were that simple, it'd be way too easy. Or maybe these number plates have magnetic force. No idea whether it's S-level sound or N-level sound. There's no magnetic force at all. I figure it's probably this little robot that hit something. I'll try blocking him a few times and see if he'll tell the truth. He's just a robot. He doesn't feel pain, so no matter how you hit him, it won't do any good. Why do robots need to say they can be restored? If we wanted to figure out what's indium and what's oxygen, there'd be no need to restore it at all. Oh no, how could I forget the password? Sigh, there's no need to restore it at all. How could I forget the password? Oh, how could I forget the password? How could I? So that's how it is. What is yin? What is yang? There's no such thing as a half and half relationship. You really don't need to know what yin is. What is yang? You just need to make sure the amounts of yin and yang on both sides are equal. Restore it. You've already figured out what yin is. What is yang? We don't even need to know what yin is. What is yang, then? You are. I've already restored the code pi. I just found a method. Isn't that just like me? It's all luck. It's certain that this is the yin-yang order here. It can be unlocked. You are even more casual about this than I am. Hey, can you do the math? Because now the one facing upward is the yin-yang order, so no matter how I split it into two piles, the numbers of yin and yang in the two piles are the opposite of each other. For example, the left side is yang. The right side is yin. If the left side is 9 yang and 1 yin, then the right side will be 1 yang and 9 yin, and so on. As long as I flip any one of the code pi on either side, the numbers of yin and yang in the two piles will be equal. The unlock code is correct. You really do have some skills, kid. Let's hurry up and scan our faces to get the jigsaw fragments. Great, we got another piece. Let's go. Oh. Just like that, huh? Then we won't be able to get any more fragments. Those bastards are completely ignoring the rules we set at the very bottom level. If you ask me, we shouldn't make things hard for the people behind us either. Here, let's just settle this case as well. Let's see how they got the jigsaw fragments in this room. How can they be like this? If they can't take it, then they shouldn't care whether we are being unreasonable. No, if it goes on like this, the contradictions in each room will only keep growing. Here, then why do they say the case is closed? We should just honestly leave them one. A room where the jigsaw fragments can be easily obtained. If everything is done the way you want, then after everyone leaves, they'll all go press the button. If it goes on like this, we'll have to get out ourselves. That'll only make things even harder. Exactly. Why the master behind the scenes wants to split us up, and why he designed it this way. This strange level is exactly what he has planned. There's only one enemy in this place. That means the master behind the scenes here. If we fall into it, it'll just be a trap of mutual conflict with the other players. We'd really lose then. Okay. Since you said not to press it, then we won't press it. Hey, keep going. Hey, it's this ordinary sword. If someone presses the button again, I won't care that much. Most of the time, after we leave. Nobody should expect things to go well. Don't be so pessimistic. Not everyone is a bad person. Hey, to be fair, they do have a bit of a conscience. I'm just saying that bad people are a very small minority. As long as we all cooperate and don't press the button, everyone else can get through it easily. It's a shame to leave this hellhole. There are always one or two troublemakers to spoil things. Don't complain. Let's hurry and go get the puzzle piece fragments. Oh, what's wrong? The longer they stay in the room, the more it proves they've run into trouble. Could it be that the room they're in has been pressed? That's pretty likely. For revenge, there's a good chance they'll also press the button after they finish solving the puzzle. That's awful. Then why should we press the button and let them pick up our bargain prize? That's where the trouble is. No one wants to be the unlucky one. At the same time, they're happy to let others take the cheap advantage. Since we've already anticipated that when others leave the room, they'll also press the button when they leave. Pressing the button is just like GUIXU from before. It's basically no big deal. Nobody can get out, and what's even more troublesome is that someone in the room ahead keeps preventing us from moving forward. And the people in the room behind us will wrongly think we are trying to break the rules. Then they'll probably also assume that when we leave, we'll press the button. That way, they'll press the button too. If this keeps going on, wouldn't everyone end up pressing the button? And then we'd have to face dangerous rooms full of all kinds of complicated problems, one after another, and we could finally open the door. Enough talking, let's go see the next room. How come there are still other people? After all, we are all spread out in these few rooms. It's normal for people from two rooms to run into each other sometimes. This is the one where you can't tell the real from the fake directly. We've eliminated the third team member, since everyone's in the same room anyway. Let's work together and pass this room's challenges one, everyone. It traps us every time we leave the room, but they come down pretty quickly without pressing the button. Alright, I forgot to introduce myself. My name is Jing Lingwei. My name is Jomin. My name is Zhu Jian. Lin Wang. Does GUIXU want to get the puzzle fragments? Then press the button on the control panel to take on the challenge. Are we pressing that button again? We always have to collect puzzle pieces. I'll go press it. What's going on? The ceiling panel, I'm going. That was close. I almost got stuck in here. After the favorable response, what exactly is this game? What is it now? Try bomb. Welcome to the bomb Q&A challenge. I will ask you 3 questions in turn, as long as you answer them before the countdown ends. The countdown will stop and the game will begin. Longjing looked at the screen on the wall. What does the question mean? Could it be asking us to find which bowl has the gold? It probably isn't that kind of question. There are 3 bowls here, and only one contains gold. You pick a bowl first. I'll help you eliminate one of the 2 other bowls that doesn't have gold. Now there are 2 bowls left, so you can switch to the other one. Or you can stay with your original choice and say you want the gold. How should this be written? Why? Either way, the probability is 1/3. I think the second guess would better explain the mistake. Can you stop answering randomly? We were going to be killed by you sooner or later anyway, but clearly it's just 2 bowls. Isn't it the same? Could it be because the probabilities are the same? So there's no need to change it, then. Stop talking nonsense, Spirit King. This has to be up to you, it should be changed. Look, isn't this still the same? Why are you being quiet? The probability of not changing it to make 10 is only 1/3. But if you change one bowl, the probability of getting 10 is 2/3. That's really talking nonsense. The first problem's answer was correct. Why would there be no time to explain it to you? Yes, there isn't much time left. Please listen to the second question. Move only one matchstick. For 10 to be established again, it's a math problem. It hurts to look at it, elementary school kid. What are you doing? Let me see if I can take the cigarette apart. That's a bomb. Don't move it around. It's too dangerous. There isn't much time left. Hurry up and solve it. You have to change the last 2 digits. The result will definitely be greater than 2. If you can only move one matchstick, then 2 can only become 3 at 12, so it still can't be established. Then we can only move the matchstick at the front, making it equal to 2. If the result equals 2, then the addition can be turned into subtraction. You'd have to move the matchstick on the plus sign and turn 9 minus 7 into it for it to work. But how is 5 supposed to become 7? The matchstick on the plus sign can make 5 become 6 or 9. But even if it becomes 9 minus 6 or 9 minus 9, it still can't be established. But making 5 by moving only one matchstick is too restrictive. Otherwise, changing it to 9 also seems possible. What would 9 be changed into? Couldn't it be changed to 5 equals 5? That's not 2 either. What kind of riddle is this? It's just a fallacy. 9. Changing it to 9 is right. Your line of reasoning is correct. You need to step outside the constraints of the problem. Break the rigid thinking pattern, king of brains. What are you mumbling about? Hurry up and answer the question. The time for this bomb is running out. Your line of reasoning is correct. Just change the 9. But what needs to change is the nature of the number. What do you mean by the nature? Please answer the question. Move the 5 would so the 9 becomes minus 3 plus 5 equals 2, and then it can be established. The answer to the second question is correct. It really is about changing the nature of the number. Turn a positive number into a negative number, and it seems like addition. In fact, it has already become 5. A subtraction expression with minus 3, I'm out. King of brains, what kind of logic is that? Amazing. Next, please listen to the last question. There are 5 pirates who found a treasure chest, and there are 100 coins inside. Pirates have a strict ranking system. First, the eldest proposes a distribution plan. The proposal must receive support from at least half of the crew to pass. Otherwise, the eldest will be thrown overboard to feed the sharks, and the second in command will continue to make proposals. The remaining members vote and decide by this method. Remember, these 5 pirates are clever. They are rational and greedy. And they follow the rules, king of brains. May I ask how the time for this question should be allocated? It even counts as time, does it? Complaining that it's unfair is useless. We have to solve this problem as quickly as possible. This isn't simple. Each person gets 20 coins. Don't forget the prerequisite to the problem. They're all smart and greedy pirates, no doubt about it. They will definitely try to protect themselves while doing their best to throw others overboard to feed the sharks. That way they can get more coins. So the eldest gives most of the coins to the others. If I were the second in command, would this proposal have a slightly higher chance of passing? No matter what, I still wouldn't vote in favor. After all, I'd keep the power to choose in my own hands. The best way to maximize benefits, no problem. All 4 would think the same, if all 4 were to bring forward a motion. All 4 could assign all the coins to himself, leaving only all 5 as the sole voter. Even if they objected, it would be powerless to change things. There are already 2 votes against it. Even if all 3 could cast a no vote, that wouldn't work. All 3 can't vote against it. If all 3 lets all 2 have the chance to bring forward the motion, then they won't be able to get the coins, because at that point only 4 people remain. All 2 only needs to get 1 person's support to pass the motion. And the 1 vote supporting it definitely won't be all 3. That's right, all 4 would definitely not let the allocation power end up in all 3's hands. Just like all 5 would not let the allocation power end up in all 4's hands. Hey, why all 2? All 3, all 4, all 5 is too soft-hearted. There's less than a minute left. Can you even think of the answer? Give me some time. There isn't enough time left for us to come up with the answer. Wang, you. So you really believe he can give the correct answer in such a short time? That's right, we believe him. That's right, before Wang, he helped us get through the level twice, we trust him. Will you shut up? Can't you give others some quiet time to think? But we are about to die. How can you expect me to calm down? We can't go on like this. We shouldn't entrust our lives to someone else. My own answer is, the oldest one doesn't get a share, the remaining ones each get 25 points. If I got it right, I'm a genius. Why would the wrong answer turn out like this? What are you doing? Who told you to answer randomly? How could this happen? How could this happen? How could the elimination results be in order? "97, 0. 0. Returned home, correct. That's great, my god. We are just a little bit away from getting the puzzle pieces. Why is that the answer? I really can't believe it. This is what you call balance in distribution. How can that old guy give himself so much? The others only get 1 or 2 gold bars. How could the pirates possibly agree? This involves the concept of common knowledge in game theory. Only when common knowledge exists can inference be made. Only then can they weigh the best option and make a judgment call. So the pirates know that the distribution to the others will be even worse. The Treasury Department can only agree, then. If there's enough time, you can also infer the answer through a little reasoning. From just 2 pirates left to 3 pirates left. In the end, it goes back to the beginning. It really is like this. Hey, aren't you coming to clean up your face? Can we go with you? Sure, we can help each other. The chances of escaping should be greater, no need to say more. There are strength in numbers. If you run into a problem you can't solve, we can help out, no offense. We like to act on our own hair. Alright, I hope you can successfully escape this place. We left first, I nearly forgot. What do you want to do? The buttons are all already unlocked. Why do we still have to press the button to let the person who entered the room before us go in? We were almost killed here. Why should we be the only ones to take this loss? If everyone is like this, then no one should even think about getting out. I see you really are naive. Nothing happened at all. Let's go to the next room. At least we didn't team up with them, they're just too awful. That woman is too stupid. If she were on their team, we'd definitely be dragged down by her. Hey, why are you looking at me? Is there something dirty on my face? Right, King Ming. Why did you refuse to team up with them? It must be because of you. She also thinks she's really stupid, doesn't she? It counts as one aspect, but it's not the main point. Then what is the main point? The main point is human nature. What? Human nature, human nature. The fact that only 2 people came out of that room says it all. They didn't care about the life or death of the third person. For their own survival, they would completely ignore other people's safety and danger. They might even actively make others act as human shields. That's very likely what they would do in the room behind us. That's exactly why I disagree with letting them join us. So that's why you didn't team up with them. That's absolutely right, Hair. Those 2 troublemakers are simply not human. Hair, speaking of which, only 1 person came out of the last room, and that person was. That's right, the only girl who came out of the room was. And she'll be extremely dangerous, Hair. Then let's see whose fists are harder. Don't overthink it. Let's pick up the shards first. We've already collected nearly half the shards, and you're saying, can we get out in the end? Of course we can. With the Spirit King here, we're the strongest team. We still don't know what else we'll run into up ahead, so don't let your guard down. Hey, let's get fired up. I trust you. I trust you too. Let's go. Let's keep moving. Great, this room can be cleared directly. At last, we've reached the final room. After completing this room's challenge, we can get out of Extreme West 9 domain puzzle. We'll be able to get the key to leave this hellish place here. After I get out, I'm definitely calling all my brothers over. Those troublemakers dared to kiss us. I'll show them what real mercy is. Come on, once we get out, we just need to report them to the authorities. Do you still want to come back here a second time? I guess that settles it. Let's talk about these things after I get out. Is this the last room? Come on. I'm already prepared. What's the problem? I just thought about what you were saying a moment ago. Everyone knows it. If we leave this place, they'll definitely call the police. And if you're the ones behind this, you can let these people go after this. Will the people who will definitely call the police leave here, Wang? You mean we've basically gotten the last piece of the puzzle? We can't possibly go out there and die. So this hidden mastermind isn't exposing himself to us, then? I'm just analyzing it from one person's perspective. I guess the last puzzle piece we've obtained must be extremely hard to decipher. No matter how you look at it, we've come to this point. Let's go in first and see what's going on. Warning, warning, the humanoid 10-sided device has been destroyed. Warning, warning, the humanoid 10-sided device has been destroyed. Warning, warning, the humanoid 10-sided device has been destroyed. It's all been smashed to pieces. Which bastard did this? Don't want to let us out, so you're just going to use this method. If acting doesn't work anymore, then we can only rely on the crudest method to stop us from getting the puzzle pieces. That's really vile. Can there really be no way to break this? It seems the situation can no longer be solved with brains. We went through so much hardship to finally reach the last room. I didn't expect it to be like this after all. What you said was right. No matter what, the person we've caught won't let us out. There shouldn't be such a simple person who can design such an exquisite venue. How could they possibly use this method to stop us from leaving this place? So you mean the humanoid 10-sided device here may not necessarily have been destroyed by the mastermind manipulating a fake person. More likely, it was someone else who once came to this place. What's keeping us trapped isn't some game. It's the human heart. There's no point in staying here now, but where else can we go? As long as we are still alive, there will definitely be other ways. Exactly. Who said only those who get the puzzle pieces can get out? Even if I have to run, I'll carve out a way. Go. Let's go. There's no point staying here any longer. But where can we go now? As long as we are still alive, there has to be some other way. Exactly. Who said only those who got the puzzle fragments can get out? Even if we have to run, I'm going to run my way out of here. Let's go. It's been this long already. Why are there so few people here? Could it be that some people are still in the rooms and haven't come out? No, some people are afraid they'll never be able to come out again. Did you succeed? All 9 puzzle fragments. No, we are missing just the last one. It's in the last room, and I don't know who has it. What are you laughing at? We didn't succeed. Are you that happy? What's the thing you're doing? Look closely. He didn't smile. Exactly, I didn't do anything. Come on, what are you going to do about it? If you're not afraid of dying, then make your move. Forget it, it probably wasn't them. There's no living person left in the room. The robots are coming. Come on, let's go take a look. Looks like no one can get the 9 puzzle fragments. So there really is no other way. No, this is the last draft for review. If you didn't pass this review draft, then you're not qualified to get out. That's the rule. I don't care if you're 3, 7, or 21, I'm going out anyway. You, stop talking about breaking the rules. Today, I'm not going to recognize your rule breaking. Move aside. Anyone who dares to ignore the rules should stop dreaming about surviving. What do we do now? Are we really trapped here and unable to get out? Not necessarily. There may be other ways. The last shot missed. That was a lucky break. This time, there won't be another chance. What are you trying to do? It's too dangerous. I just want to ask a few questions. Tell me, do we still have a chance to break into these rooms again? No, this is your only chance. Can we exchange puzzle pieces and put together a complete puzzle to buy a chance for fewer people to leave? No, the puzzle pieces are assigned to each person. Only matching pieces can be assembled into a key. Okay, I understand. So, in other words, we don't even have the chance to punch a hole through. Don't be in a hurry. It's not that simple. Since everyone has failed, why is that robot just standing there watching? Are we being kept here just so they can enjoy the expression of despair after we've lost all hope? Yes, so far, that robot hasn't taken any action at all. So there must be some other reason. You didn't get 9 puzzle pieces either. Wasn't there a jerk who smashed that facial recognition device? Damn it, don't let me find out who did it. What's the matter? We had already collected 8 puzzle pieces. We were just short of the last one. But when we entered the last room, we found that the facial recognition device had already been destroyed by someone. What? Was it done by an imposter? I don't know. Was that room your last room? What do you mean? You also ran into that room? Yes, of course I did run into that room. Because I was the one who destroyed the facial recognition device. What? I figured that you, who had obtained 8 puzzle pieces, must be very eager to know my name right now. Then let me introduce myself first. My name is Jade Wang. Who wants to know your lousy name? Why are you doing this? Of course, to get out. To get out. You destroyed the facial recognition device. How could you possibly get out? No. Of course it's not because of that. There are so many people here. Someone will definitely press the button in the room. And I also know that I definitely won't be able to collect all the puzzle fragments. Because I don't understand the so-called difficulties. In this situation, how can I make sure I have the best chance of getting out? So what you need to do is bring other people down to your own level. You really are smart. That's right, I have to make everyone else like me, so no one can get the jigsaw puzzle together and get out of here. Once those smart people figure out a way to escape, all I have to do is stay behind and enjoy the results. Little bear, calm down. I suggest you think this through. Have you forgotten the rules of this place? Little bear, you'll die. Sword bear, don't let him hurt himself. No, wait, doesn't the rule say you're not allowed to hurt yourself? Doesn't this count as hurting yourself? No wonder he's so strange. With Little Bear's IQ, how could he possibly guess the code and get out of the very first little room? In the first password room, what was the correct password you entered last? Oh, 4 ones. And yours? My password was 8866. Did you figure out the clue, and then get the password from it? I think I found the clue, but I'm not sure. I just got lucky. How many tries did it take before the password was correct? The third try. As expected, this wasn't really a test of our intelligence. It's a test of human nature. Hit him. Do it. Huh. What? Doesn't the Turtle Clan say they must not harm other people? If that punch had landed, wouldn't Jing Zhong have been treated like an impostor and executed? Limokan, are you sending Jing Zhong to his death? How could he possibly listen to you? Why would that be? Is there some kind of different rule? Aren't the rules supposed to say that whoever makes the first move gets judged as an impostor and destroyed? Why hasn't anything happened? Looks like I was right after all. Once everyone falls into despair, there's always someone smart enough to find a way out. Looks like I can get out. Really? Is what he said really true? Have you found a way out? No, that should be the key point. Let me think about it. But I still don't understand. Why is it that when Jing Zhong hit me, nothing happened to him? Because the rules are lying. You said it, didn't you? The rules are lying. Why would you say that? Why would the rules be lying? This entire game is a huge test of human nature. Is this a test of human nature? What's going on here? At the start, everyone had to solve the password by reasoning through clues in a locked room before they could get out, right? No. I didn't use any reasoning. I just guessed randomly. Right, someone must have already figured it out. Some people didn't arrive at the password through careful reasoning, but by entering random passwords until they got the correct answer. There's one important point. Did everyone have to enter the password 3 times before the door opened? In my case, it really did succeed on the 3rd try. Same here. At the time, I thought I was done for. I just tried something blindly, and I didn't expect it to turn out right. That's the key. 3 incorrect entries wouldn't immediately lock the system like the broadcast said. They could directly open the room door. Actually, you can draw the conclusion just by calmly sharing the information in parallel. But the next level is where the barrier really starts to take shape. Real people or fake people? In that lab, the broadcast told us that fake people would ruin the competition. No, this is about creating an information barrier between us. When you can't tell whether the other side is real or fake, everything said will be treated as confusing audio and video. So even if you enter it, things like automatically opening the door are simple pieces of information, and no one can detect them. I never expected it to be like this. What about the second game? Is the second game fake too? The rule of the game in the broadcast is to find the fake person within the allotted time, and there are no more than 3 people in the room. Otherwise, everyone will be deemed fake and eliminated. Could that also be fake? If I'm not mistaken, once the time comes, no matter how many people are left, they won't be wiped out. In other words, this is an openly obvious framework. How is that possible? We can clearly see that not a single person in that room has come out. How could they be safe and sound? Are you sure there's someone in that room? Evidence. Everything you are saying is just your guess. What's your evidence? Show it. I don't have any evidence. HMPH. Since you don't have any evidence, what are you basing that on? That's the terrifying thing about this game. Even if there are some real truths, once you know them, you still won't believe them. You'd rather live in lies and reject them as truth. If what I'm saying is true, then in your true or false room, there's no need to vote out the third person whose identity can't be determined. You could even have all 4 of them leave the room together. But if I'm wrong, then you won't have to bear the sin and evil when you leave. Then why, after coming out, could you not hit people before, but now you can? No, you could always use force. There was never any rule forbidding violence. That rule has been a lie all along. But we all saw it. After coming out of the true or false room, one person used force and was grabbed by a mechanical arm and destroyed. Those 2 people were imposters. What? The rules can be lied about, and they can also be fabricated. By using 2 imposter camps to create the illusion of an attack on the person who was taken away, they're guiding you to infer that the rule forbidding violence exists. With one measure, you can make everyone vote against the mouse robot. And that rule was discovered by you yourselves. It was only a guide, leading you to discover that rule. That way, you'll become even more convinced and less suspicious. No, that's not right. By your logic, we can do whatever we want in this place, with absolutely no risk to our lives, right? Exactly. But in the fake and real human rooms, people have died because they were chased out. And in the 9 Palace Pavilions room, if you can't answer the questions, you'll really lose your little life. Isn't that completely contrary to your reasoning? Have you noticed that all the things that put us in danger were done by real people? What? No, everyone, don't be self-reproaching. It's not our fault. It's just a matter of taking advantage of favorable conditions and avoiding harm, struggling to survive. No one asked us to be saints under this kind of test. We are all just ordinary people. The one at fault is the behind-the-scenes master of this place. He set this trap. We were originally at peace. Why should we have to endure his testing? Why should we be reprimanded? If there really is a crime, then it must be his. He's the least loyal of them all. Alright, let's not worry about these things for now. Your motivational speech is pretty good, your reasoning is excellent, and your guesses are pretty good too. But have you forgotten one thing? Why did the behind-the-scenes master who brought all of us here do this? Yes, that's also something I can't figure out. From the first level to now, the whole point has been to make us misread the situation, have our emotions amplified by certain things, and then destroy each other. Why go to the trouble of making such a careful setup? Clearly, he could have just let the fake people sabotage the game, or even directly designed a game that couldn't be cleared and would kill us. But why? Why would it be like this? Why insist on making the real people press the buttons? Come on, punch me. Hit you. Why would I hit you? Don't ask why. Come hit me with one punch and see. I don't like that sort of thing. Come on, hit me with one punch. I hit you, so what? Don't ask why. Switch places with you. Come hit me with one punch and see. I don't do such boring things. Is it because you won't do it, or because you don't dare to, or are you saying you can't? I've already seen through your rules, your deepest, most fundamental rules. Have you figured everything out? Then how are we supposed to get out? Just walk straight ahead. Open the main door and just walk out like that. How can we just walk out like that? That robot is holding a gun. What Joe Min said is right. That robot is holding a gun. And he already said it himself. Once we cross the line, he'll open fire immediately. How are we supposed to get out? His gun has no bullets. There are no bullets in the gun. How is that possible? Spirit King, have you started talking nonsense with your eyes open? Warning, do not approach. Warning, do not approach. Warning, do not approach. Step past the warning line, and you'll be executed on the spot. Step past the warning line and you'll be executed on the spot. I'm guessing there aren't any bullets in your gun. Why is that? Because in this lab, there's a deeply buried underlying logic rule. Robots must not harm humans. Am I right, Chen Minghao? Robots must not harm humans. So they used fake humans to mislead us, and tried to use our own hands to hurt our own kind. Because they can't lay a hand on us themselves. Yeah, in the first stage, all we have to do is enter the password to get out. In the second stage, they make us throw ourselves out. In the third stage, they designed it so we would press the buttons ourselves. That way, everything has nothing to do with them, and they're no longer the direct perpetrators. So the rule forbidding players from making a move is, on one hand, to keep us from finding the fake human in the simplest way. On the other hand, it's also to keep the fake human from being harmed. Exactly. So from the very beginning, as long as we did nothing, we could just walk out of here. We actually went through so much unnecessary fighting. No, just as Zhu Jian said earlier, this has nothing to do with us. We can't blame ourselves. Who would have thought that all the rules were fake? No, it wasn't us who made the move. If it weren't for the Spirit King, we wouldn't have been able to get out at all. Then why did you just bring up Chen Minghao? Because he's an AI. What? How is that possible? Why? Humans are beings with complex emotions and consciousness. But robots cannot understand the complexity of human emotion. Nor can they form genuine emotional connections with humans. Although you can imitate our expressions, you can never truly experience the emotions behind them. That's the fundamental difference between us and you. Once everyone knows we can't leave, what do you think their reaction will be? And what's your reaction? We'll never be able to get out of here. Stay calm. And make sure you stay hydrated. When? Am I supposed to be in a good mood and joking around? Where is there any water here? To keep other people in check. We are not strangers to our own kind. To keep other people in check. Is the sentence a standard procedure in the database for soothing humans? Or, as a human, did you accidentally forget your current surroundings? You really are smart. And even meticulous. What you did makes me feel like you're not human. I'm very curious how you were created. Cut the nonsense. And tell us how we are supposed to get out. That's how big the gap between people can be. What do you mean? Nothing much. Didn't I already tell you the way out is to keep moving forward? Keep going straight ahead. And push open the door to get out. At any rate, at least we can get out. I've had enough of this place. Why won't it open? Push harder. This door is probably a bit heavy. I'll do it. Anyway. Congratulations on clearing the challenge. Shut up. I'll help from behind. And catch your master. That's right. Headmaster. After I leave, I'm going to eat a good meal. I just want to go home and get some good sleep. Then, in a flash, oh, well, who was it that said I was a fake? By then, you can go home with me. And see for yourself, whether I'm real or fake. Hey. You are still saying all this? Dad. Mom. Yuyin. I can finally go home. Yuyin, with your sweet tooth. You must be craving butter cake again. Buy one on the way back home. And after being lost for so long, she's definitely going to ask me where I went off to get married. You can't be pretty without a cake. You are actually pretty good. And it's rare to get this many people out here. What do you mean? It's not the first time. But the bug that's always trapped inside the glass bottle. It can't see the glass. So it keeps throwing itself against it over and over again. Until it dies. What kind of place is this? This is not where we're supposed to go. Huh? Why are you like this? Aren't we supposed to have gone out already? She thinks the light ahead is. Why shouldn't you be the same? The world is just a huge cycle. When you fought with everything you have just to escape, why wouldn't you just fall into another trap? What do you mean, exactly? What kind of place is this? Ha ha ha. Welcome to Turtle Ruins. And this will be a new era.